He passed away opening night.
He lost his battle with cancer just as the family was celebrating the big win of opening up the academy doors.
He really wanted to be a part of it.
And the brothers say he'll still be.
We're going to call this tunnel right here Ted's Tunnel. And so this is a very special place for us. And if it wasn't for him, I don't know if we would have done this.
Good.
A brother's home run, inspired by a grandfather who knew if they built it for the right reasons, they will come.
He wanted us to keep reaching for dreams, never be complacent.
In Long Beach, I'm Mikalo Medina, NBC4 News.
Nice.
NBC4 News at 5 starts with breaking news.
That breaking news at 5 for the first time and only on NBC4. The I-Team has learned that the LAPD is investigating another case of revenge porn within the department. Good evening, everyone. I'm Annabelle Sedano.
And I'm Colleen Williams. The officer is a woman, and several other officers may have exchanged her private photos without her permission. Our investigative reporter Eric Leonard is the first to report this information. He joins us live now with what he's uncovered here. Eric?
Hi, Colleen. Well, this is the subject of an internal affairs investigation that could lead to firings or even criminal charges. We're told it involves the exchange of intimate photos taken from this victim officer without her consent. The case was brought to the attention of LAPD headquarters just this week. Dozens of these personal photos belonging to a female officer were either stolen or shared without permission. Some insiders tell the I-Team many officers have been seen receiving or exchanging the pictures this week. The LAPD tells us this afternoon the photos may have been originally distributed by a former member of the department. Chief Moore tells us in a statement, should this investigation reveal a department employee participated in this serious misconduct, the employee will be subject to discipline, including the possibility of removal and a criminal prosecution. The chief says the department is cooperating fully with a criminal investigation by an outside law enforcement agency. Now, the chief added that the department won't tolerate sexual harassment and will take action to protect its employee, who is the victim here. The department has had several recent photo sharing incidents. About a year ago, a male officer was charged with several misdemeanors for allegedly sharing intimate photos of his wife, who is also an officer. He denied it. He's awaiting trial. And then in the last few years, the city of LA has paid out millions of dollars in legal settlements to several female officers following their allegations of sexual harassment and revenge porn. Back to you in the studio.
All right, Eric, thank you very much for that. And we have more breaking news, this time out of Santa Monica. We told you about a man being shot at 3. We now know that man has died. News Chopper 4 flew over the scene at 29th and Ocean Park. The man was taken to a hospital where he died. NBC4's Darsha Phillips is gathering information at the scene. She'll have a live report coming up tonight at 6.
We continue to follow the High Desert homicide investigation that began 2 days ago. 6 people were found dead in the Mojave Desert near 2 vehicles that you could see had bullet holes. Deputies made that discovery on Tuesday night. Antonia Molina lives nearby in Adelanto. She says that discovery has shaken her family.
Sometimes I drive over there like by the Mirage, and sometimes I drive over there and it's so quiet, it's so alone, there's no houses there. I'm really worried about that because I have a daughter, she's 14 years old.
The Sheriff's Department says this is a homicide investigation, but they have not made any arrests so far.
An Orange County man has been found guilty of second-degree murder for a road rage shooting that killed a 6-year-old boy. Marcus Ariz was also convicted of shooting into an occupied vehicle and discharging a firearm. 6-year-old Aiden Leos was in the backseat of his mother's car on his way to kindergarten in 2021. When their car was caught in the middle of a confrontation on the 55 freeway. Ariz fired a shot that hit and killed the young boy. He faces 40 years to life in state prison.
The count to gauge the magnitude of the homeless crisis just wrapped up in Long Beach. The goal of the volunteers there to count and to track every person living on the streets. NBC4's Macy Jenkins joins us live now from Long Beach with the latest on this. Macy?
Hi, Colleen. Well, it's that time of the year when many counties and cities are holding their homeless surveys. Now, their motivation is simple. Find out what is causing the problem and figure out what possible resources or resolutions there could be. But the solution is not always black and white.
I'm letting you know where to go.
This morning, roughly 300 volunteers were up before the sun hitting the streets of Long Beach around 4:30 to get started. In groups of 3 to 5, they canvassed part of the city to find unhoused people in the myriad